Scorpio, I have a reading for you for the period of the 15th of November all the way through to the 30th of November. I hope you guys are well. Oh my god, is your season dragging a little bit? I'm joking. It's been quite a heavy season. I think it's been a lot heavier than Scorpio season last year, but I would say that has an awful lot to do with just how much energy was in Scorpio this year. Venus is now back in Libra, where it belongs, and it is going to hopefully bring some money and some love with it. We've got Mercury retrograde happening in Sagittarius. And I think this is really going to be a period of us to really make sure that we're putting our best foot forward in order to live our best lives. We've got Mars and Pisces squaring Jupiter and Sagittarius on the 22nd. On the 20th. So be a little bit mindful of that. Neptune goes direct in Pisces. So very good energy for being creative and being quite spiritual and really connecting with ourselves. Intuition is going to be massive high that day. We've got Jupiter that would have entered. Jupiter's well and truly in Sagittarius now. That happened on the 8th. And I've got to say, it's going to be such a light-hearted break from all of this like really heavy Scorpio energy, which I think has been really important for us to get a little bit spooked out so that we could reconnect with ourselves. It has brought up a lot of issues of self-image, self-respect, self-love, how we identify with ourselves. And I think Scorpio, you guys have really felt it the most, especially in matters of the heart. Love hasn't been particularly easy while Jupiter's been in Scorpio, but I think when it moves into Sagittarius, that is going to lift. What do I have here for you guys? I have the Lovers, I have the Death card, I have the 5 of Swords, I have the 6 of Swords, I have the 9 of Wands, and I have the 10 of Swords. So lots of Swords energy, lots of very mental energy here. Look, the Lovers. A partnership, a union, a perfect counterbalance. This could also be the Gemini full moon that's going to take place on the 22nd of this month. And listen, I found myself saying this to a lot of Scorpios recently. You guys are feeling a little bit vulnerable, and I think you guys are really ready to draw someone in terms of love. Thing is with that, if you're ready to draw someone in, you got to make sure that you do love yourself. And it's that healthy kind of love yourself, not that dark addictions, self-punishment. You know, like you're only going to draw in somebody with a really shit vibration if you do that. You guys would have accomplished a lot in your season. This year would have been a year to really help grow you and expand you. If you're ready to call in a counterpart, a mate, someone that you can love on, make sure that you are using your heart to call in the right kind of person for you. And I want to say that you really need to try and be more the right kind of person to yourselves. Like, you really got to learn to love yourselves a lot more. Be mindful of your energies. Be mindful of where you put your energies. Be mindful of how you use your energies. Scorpio season would have been about killing off all of the unnecessary things that hinder a forward succession, Scorpio. Let bad habits, old thought patterns, anything that's been hindering you, let it die and be reborn. Be the phoenix now, okay? Because I felt as if this entire Scorpio season was Scorpionic energy just fucking around in the shallow, muddy, murky waters. It's been hard for everyone. Put a death on that energy where you're so freaking hard on yourself that you find yourself suffocating and you find those around you suffocating because the energy is just so hard. Put a death to all of those beliefs, right? Them things that you need to question it all again. Those beliefs you have about yourself. Question it again. What is your truth? What do you believe your truth to be? You can, like this year, hopefully Jupiter in Scorpio would have shown you your like endless potential. All within yourself. All within what the power of you believing in you can do for you. All that negative self-talk, all that downplaying, all of that like not doing what you're supposed to do, but being lazy about it. Instead, let's put that shit to bed. This full moon that we're going to have is like curious energy. And I think everything that this season could have brought to the surface for us to all, as a collective, deal with, we have been. Jupiter has gone into Sagittarius and it is going to be a good transit. But while it's doing this thing with Pisces, Neptune and Pisces, it's going to be a while before we really get to like channel into that good luck energy. So what does this want us to do? It wants, and I think with Uranus going back into Aries until January, it just wants to make sure that we've learned our lessons. It wants to make sure that we are proactive in doing things the right way around. You would have defeated a lot of foes, a lot of jealousy, backstabbing, two-faced, like people holding you back. It would have all come to the surface. Know one thing though, you have succeeded it. And you can very much walk away with your head held high, collecting everyone else's sword. The battle's been won. And it's over now. Collect your goods and move forward, Scorpio. This is really the energy that you don't need to be focusing on now. Don't stay in stagnant situations. Don't stay in stagnant relationships. Don't put yourself through that shit of being with someone that you know that your heart isn't entirely in it. Move forward and seek the best for you. Make self-improvements. But you can only really do that once you move out of the terrain of just pointless bollocks. Move out of it. Move out of it. 9 of Wands, it would have felt like so much restriction, but it is asking you to look at pushing back on barriers that you put up for yourself, Scorpio. Push back. Ask yourself where this is familiar. And ask yourself what it is that you can do in order to break down certain limitations that you put on yourself. Because I think you will really kill your own good luck, your visions, your dreams, your hopes, if you are surrounding yourself with woes, with burdens, with tension energy. You don't need to keep dying those same deaths over and over again. Like, whoever hurt you. Put it to bed now. Let it be the death of it, because you've got love on its way. Love is coming. Move out of the war zone, though, Scorpio. You guys do this to yourselves, and it's such hard energy. And everyone else, people can't deal with Scorpio when you guys are so heavy. Break it down, break it down, literally. Write down all of the things that are your burdens. Write down the things that are still hurting you, things that you need to move on from. Write it down. This full moon, write it down, set it on fire, and send it out to the moon. No more drama and no more tension, but you've got to make sure that you are responsible for cutting off anything that is not serving you anymore. Anything that's not for you anymore. You've got to let it go. Jupiter in Sagittarius will do a lot of wonderful things for you too. It's coming. It's coming, Scorpio. Make sure that you're moving in the right directions and you're putting your best feet forward and living your best life, okay? Do that. Live your best life. We're exiting your season soon. This is the start of a new year for you. Carry on this good luck energy. Carry on this good momentum. Stop thinking of ways of sabotaging, self-sabotaging. Like, just stop doing that now. What did I have to say? Yeah. Go to shop Etsy, search Ruby Tarot, and pick up one of these beautiful handmade pendants by yours truly. I love these. This is Larimar. Neither of these are up there yet. But how pretty are these? They're all like cleansed and added Reiki to. And yeah, super pretty. Perfect Christmas gifts. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a beautiful week and I shall catch you again soon.